One of the cool things about Encaustic is that you can actually use stencils to create shapes that you wouldn't normally be able to just paint on. I've made my own stencils using Mylar, which is like a plastic, thick plastic. These are store-bought. This is a store-bought stencil. If you use plastic, the nice thing is that the wax will usually just pop off when it's cool, so you don't have to worry about cleaning it or having the wax build up. So that's kind of nice. And I'm just going to use this to create some kind of texture on this painting that I've started. So I like the way that the circular, like there's circular elements, so I want to kind of continue that and also deepen those layers. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to have it come down here. I don't have to use all of it, but I think I want to do some kind of circle element right there. And I'm going to use a different color. I kind of want to use like a pinkish red that goes along with that. So I'm gonna just put some pink over here on my palette. There we go. Got some pink, and then my brush that I'm going to be using has a little bit of orange. So that'll mix and blend to make sort of a pinkish orange. All right, when I've got it nice and ready, I'm just going to paint through the stencil. And again, you can make the wax, the encaustic that the stencil uses, you can make that transparent or opaque. Okay. And then I like to lift it off when it's still a little bit warm, because if it's too cold, you risk pulling off the cooled wax. So if there's any areas here that kind of bled through that we don't like, we can always take our little loop tools. In this case, I'm going to use my diamond core tools that I can get super detailed. They come in different shapes, but what I love about them is that they're loop tools, so they're not pushing the wax down, they're actually removing it. So I can really easily remove those areas before I fuse. And because I've already built up the layers of wax here, it's easy to just pull it off. If I want to do a broader area, I've got this rounded tool. So I need to clean that a little bit. But I can get a wider area and remove that. Looks like that's too wide. There we go. Okay. And now I can fuse very lightly if I like the way that looks. And that becomes another texture. I'm going to do really light fuse. Do, do, do. And I can keep layering them up. I can cut my own stencils, like I said. You can continue to paint over the surface of that. But stencils are a really cool way to add different types of marks. And when this cools, I'll just be able to kind of bend it and all the wax will just pop right off.